Debbie the researcher.
And I'm Judy the athlete. And we're here to help you
Better your best.
I have another company called Seeking Center. And in that LLC, I do corporate events with companies that want to do some sort of team building or some leadership training and things like that. And I have a keynote speech I give that links some things, a lot of times my experiences with archery, to leadership itself. And I just did one this week, and it's really fascinating because
I think you did it in the rain.
Yeah, we did it. It was very challenging to work around the rain that we never have in November, but it worked out good. And in the end, we end up teaching these leaders how to shoot a bow and arrow, which most of them have never done before.
Right.
And it's fascinating because there's so many things, archery is a microcosm for life. There's so many things that come out in that. I could go on forever. But the thing that hit me this time was the number of people that would not ask for help.
And didn't you tell them to ask for help?
Yeah, at the very beginning, we had people to help them and said, we're going to get around to each person. But, if you really need some help before you try, it's much more complicated than you think, right? To shoot an arrow the very first time. We make it look easy, but it's really not easy at first, right? So, call for help, ask a clarifying question.
Yeah.
And the number of people that did not ask for help, and yet they were so competitive. They wanted to win the individual or the team event. They were going to go, and you could just see the frustration, and they would not ask for help.
Well, I would be one of those probably that wouldn't want to ask for help. And I think about it, why don't I, or why don't people? And it's kind of like, well, if I ask for help, then I'm taken away from somebody else, or I'm their time, or maybe I'm not worthy enough, or I would feel like I owe them then because I asked them for help. And did you ask for help when you were performing all the time?
So that's interesting because, inherently, I want to believe I can do things myself. Very independent.
A little stubborn.
A little bullheaded, I can do it I'm going to work through it. Like the number of times I'm going to work through it, I will be out there till dark working through it. But once I built a team that I was comfortable with, whether it was my technical coach or you as my sports psychologist, when I got comfortable with that and I trusted. So for me, trust is a big thing.
Right.
And once I trust, then I think I'm more likely to get vulnerable, because it's also very vulnerable to say I need help.
Well, that's true. That is exactly true. The thing is, it can save so much time. It can save so much energy. It can get you there so much faster. Now, I'm a believer that, if you figure it out for yourself, you own it, but then at what cost? So I guess our whole message is we're encouraging you. If you trust the person, they know what they're talking about, ask for help.
Get help. It saves a lot of time.
Have fun.